following video contains a build that carries no name, no named weapons, no named gear, no exotics. Yet this build rips the hearts out of all those who challenge it. Viewer discretion is advised.
Do not walk the streets alone beyond this point.
Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. System disrupted. System reactivated. Medical assistance needed. Agent incapacitated.
You're a hero, Plum. I want to be like you, man.
Manhunt status.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Rogue
It's a
protocol
very mean
deactivated.
and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are,
Invaded
it will
zone.
beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody
Extraction.
is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Stay strong. Stay strong. To the table. Ain't easy, I can tell. Gotta stay strong, stay strong. To the table. Stay strong. Stay strong. Ain't easy, I can tell. Gotta stay strong, stay strong.
Vehicles on site. Stinger hive detected.
Stay strong. Stay strong. To the table. Ain't easy, I can tell. Gotta stay strong, stay strong. To the table. Stay strong. Stay strong. To the table. Ain't easy, I can tell. Gotta stay strong, stay strong.
24 hours later.
Big time, know me now. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Big time, lot of slime. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me, yeah. Big time, big time, big time. that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of shine. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try and take it from me, from me, from me.
Big time, number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of shine. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try and take it from me, take it from me.
Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. Well, I'm sure you guessed it from the opening montage, that's right, we've got a PvP build. This is an off-meta PvP build. No foxes, no contractors, and no coyotes. No named gear, and no exotics at all. I had all these items in my stash, and within 10 minutes of putting this build together, I got a solo manhunt. No regen, no stacking of named items for multiplicative damage, and definitely no Lady Death trash here, champs. This is a super solid build. I even took it one step further and used a gun I've never used before. It is a community favourite, but I've never used it outside the shooting range. So if I can make this build work with my Spud aim, you can too. Righto champions, I'm upscaling my social media game, and I'm now in more places than just YouTube. We've got Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and I'm even trending on TikTok. So show some love and support, follow me everywhere, click the links in the description. Also, welcome back to all you beautiful creepy subscribers. If you aren't already subscribed to the channel, pull your finger out and give that sub button a click. Also show some support by engaging with this video. Giving a thumbs up and even dropping a comment really helps. It triggers some weird sciencey shit regarding the YouTube algorithm, and in turn that helps my content pop up in searches and helps the channel grow. Let's go champions, 10k subs, here we come. All your support is super appreciated. Righto champions, let's jump in and check out the build. 3-3. 3 reds, 3 blues, no skill tiers, 1.3 million armor. 2-piece Walker and Harris, 2-piece improvised, 1-piece Fenris, and 1-piece Gruppo. The improvised gear you do need to craft and can take some time to get the right rolls. I was pretty lucky with both my holster and knee pads, but my improvised gloves on the other hand, that took ages. But trust me, put in the time and the effort and you'll get there. So for the specialization, it's Firewall. It's going to unlock the Striker Shield. I know everyone's got a big gripe on shields, but it is still one of the best in slot skills. The Striker Shield does buff our own and our team's damage too. Remember, we don't have named gear or exotics on this build, so chill out, let's use the shield. We get that crazy good armor kit which repairs 200% armor and health over 10 seconds, and allies will deal 10% damage to hostiles within 10 meters of us. Righto, for the guns, we've gone with the fan favourite, the FAMAS. This is my first time using it outside the shooting range. It does have a little bit of a kick when you start firing, but after that it is pretty stable, it just takes a little bit to get used to. We have max rolls on this bad boy, and I've gone with In Sync as the talent. A 30% weapon damage buff when I proc it with the shield. For the attachments, crit hit chance scope, crit hit chance laser pointer, crit hit chance muzzle, and the plus 20 rounds for the mag. For the secondary, use what you like, but I have my trusty Police M4 maxed out with Ranger. Ranger is multiplicative damage and is great for long range and doesn't require anything to activate the talent like In Sync does. For the attachments, crit hit chance scope, extended mag, crit hit chance laser, and the crit hit chance muzzle. To stay on theme with the no named items or exotics, for the pistol, I've just got the specialization firearm, the Firestarter. And just for a laugh, I put in a sneaky little sidearm kill in the montage. Righto champions, now let's get stuck in and check out the gear. The mask is Walker and Harris. We have the 2-piece bonus, so we're getting 5% weapon damage and 5% damage to armor. You do want the 2-piece walker on this build because we don't have contractors for that damage to armor. Maxed out all reds, weapon damage, crit hit chance, and a 12% crit hit damage mod. For the chest piece, it's Fenris for that 10% AR damage. Again, all maxed out red rolls, weapon damage, crit hit chance, and another 12% crit hit damage mod. For the talent, I've gone with Unbreakable. In PvP, when our armor is depleted, we're going to get 50% of our armor back, and it's got a 60-second cooldown. I do like the added survivability this gives to the build, but you could definitely rock Spotter with Technician and that laser pointer for even more damage. For the holster, we have a lovely handcrafted improvised holster. Armor, crit hit chance, and a 12% crit hit damage mod. Look, these pieces can be a bit tricky to craft, but they're worth the effort. You might even get as lucky as I did, it only took me a couple of rolls to get this one. For the knee pads, it's another improvised piece. Not fully optimized yet, but we've got armor, crit hit chance, and a crit hit damage mod. For the gloves, it's our second piece of walker, not maxed out yet either. We've got armor, crit hit chance, and crit hit damage. So by rocking 2-piece walker, we're still going to get that 5% damage to armor, which is multiplicative damage. So we're only 3% off what we would be if we were using contractors. This is a pretty good substitute, and you're actually going to get more crit hit chance and crit hit damage for your build this way. And the last item on the build is the Grupo backpack for that 15% crit hit damage, and again, we're maxed out with all red rolls. Max weapon damage, crit hit chance, and a 12% crit hit damage mod. The talent I've gone with is Vigilance, as it increases our total weapon damage by 25%. Taking any damage will disable this buff for 4 seconds. This adds a huge chunk of damage to the build, but if you wanted to add more survivability, you could definitely run Adrenaline Rush here too. If that is your preference, I'd suggest maybe adding another core armor roll to the build. Just because the more armor you have means the more bonus armor you'll get. But like always, this is how I've made it, and it works great. For the skills, it's player preference, but the smart option is the Striker Shield. We get 12% bonus damage to hostiles that are in front of us, and that stacks per hostile. This buff also extends to our teammates that stand behind us. Also, the shield is one of the best ways to proc our weapon talent in sync, and it adds another level of survivability to the build. The second skill I've got is the Decoy, but something like the Defender Drone, EMP Sticky, Jammer Pulse, Scanner Pulse, all great options. Righto champions, fine print time, the stats. 59.4 crit hit chance and 188.7% crit hit damage. Now, if I'm in a team and someone's rocking the Coyote's mask, I just swap off a couple of gun attachments to lower my crit hit chance and raise my crit hit damage. We also have that 5% damage to armor and the 10% damage to targets out of cover on our FAMAS. And for the Police M4, identical stats. Again, we can always swap out attachments when we're in a team. Easy peasy. So that about covers the whole build, champions. This is a great example of a build that is slightly off meta, proving that you don't need to run Foxes and Contractors all the time. No named items, no exotics in sight. Look, if I can make it work, you can too. What do you reckon? Are you going to be a bloody champion and give this one a go? What modifications would you make? Let me know down below. All the music on my channel is proudly brought to you by artlist.io. They're not a paid sponsor, it's just a website that I'm a member of, and their music is insanely good. It helps me and thousands of others create stunning videos with the best royalty-free music and sound effects. Artlist.io. And that's it for me on this one, champs. Drop a comment below about whatever. Any feedback, build questions, suggestions, or ideas, you know I'm easy. Help yourself and the channel. Make sure that you've hit that bell notification so you know every time I upload new content. So, did you like it? Then smash that like button, and if you didn't, you can press the dislike. But remember, to support me and the channel, hit that sub button and become a creepy subscriber. And I'll catch you all in the next one, champions. I'm Plum out.